Today we're going to be playing some Rain Skellige. I know people requested the Ren-free Beast version, Beasts Skellige. If you guys still want to see that, comment and I'll make that one maybe at the end of the season. But we're going to try out the regular Rain here because Fulmar got a power buff, and I want to try out Fulmar because it's a bigger difference than the Kraken power reduction to try out. So we wanted to try this out because this fits much better in regular Rain than it does in Ren-free Beasts. The other main thing here is we do have Anglerfish going to a 2 for 4, which gives the deck 2 more provisions, because you always ran this at 3 for 5, then went to 2 for 5, now it's down here. So this should give us a little more space to run something like the Fulmar in the deck. So let's go through a high-level overview of the deck. We're playing Crystal Skull explicitly because we thin 6, so we don't have to... We see every card in our deck because we thin 6. If you are able to do that, because round 3 you'll have 5 cards left, and then you'll see every card in your deck, so we don't have to run a consistency card like an Ironmancy. We don't have to run the Mask of Ouroboros, which just gives us even more provisions to put into actual cards in the deck. So we have just a bunch of rain generation. You see that here. We are playing, I think there's 2 main approaches we can do with this deck. We gotta put in some tempo type cards to help us win round 1. Stuff like Axel 3 Eyes, things like that, just tempo plays. Or we can go for this approach. Megascope got nerfed, so I wouldn't go for the Megascope approach. Or we can go for this. We run both Roach and Knickers, because Roach got buffed. That's playing Roach before he got buffed. But the idea here is these are 2 more thinnings for the deck. They are beasts. Give you more round 1 tempo to hopefully win that round 1. And then you'll thin your deck out and you have stuff going forward. But that's the idea here. A bunch of rain generation. We are playing double blessings to bring back the messengers from the sea. And then we just have your standard cultist, your rains, your tempest, your half-roos, a Peller Squirrel. For the Kelpie, we are running 12 beasts, so we get the 4 turns of rain on it, which is really nice. It's really good value. And we're playing both Write and Fukusha, so we can write back the Melusine and potentially a Fulmar if we need to, or we can then Fukusha the Ryogan. So that's the deck. Pretty straightforward here. Want to win round 1 with a bunch of rain, go to round 3 and do the good old Ryogan combo. I'm really curious to see how Fulmar performs at 7. I think he might actually stick. Like, obviously he's vulnerable to lock, because we want to have the Peller with him. But I think there's some potential here. Let's go try it out and see if we can actually realize that potential. All right, we'll try to be in a good mood here. I'm a little tilted because our first game just straight up crashed, like the whole Gwent EXE crashed. I don't know if you guys have been having that issue lately, but like specifically the last 2 patches, you get like 1 game crash per week, which is really annoying and part of the reason we haven't been trying to ladder very hard. So if we do, we just get a game crash and it's gone. So you guys let me know if that's been happening to you. But I'm a little tilted because of that. We're going against a Lilith's Omen deck, and obviously Rain is really good against the Gurnakoras. So you can kill everything, but we just got a game crash. So we might get another one. If we get another one, we're not going to record the video for a little bit until we figure that out. Our only hard removal here is going to be the Heat Wave. We didn't draw the Drag Ray again. Is that one of those? This just dies to Boiling Oil at the current state because it hits an armor, or he pings it with that, so I don't want to play it. So we'll play a little half-brew. It's going to be a little harder for him to actually trigger this with. Also hit that armor, and then he could trigger it on his own guy. Still Boiling Oil us if he wants. The no Temple here and no Demavend is usually pretty bad for this deck, though. Because they win, they don't get the good temp version of Temple, they get the trash version of Temple. Well, not trash, but it's much worse. So now we do this. I want this out of Boiling Oil range, yeah. Doesn't matter too much because these are like low and this is low, but doesn't do something here. At least the Kelpie can boost them up. He's gonna trigger his Revenant. Comes the buffed Philippa. Got some good rain out. Don't really want to lead her. You consider playing Kelpie. Let's play the Kelpie. It's got some good durations. And it'll trigger our Roach. We want to thin that out. I think that's the only gold card we'd play here. We wouldn't play these two. Obviously his Revenant's getting him insane value at this point, but we just don't have a control card to kill it. You can run a Gutting Slash in here. It makes a lot of sense with the Rain, but I opted not to. I think it would be like a Peller slot, be a Gutting Slash option. Oh, so he does have Form 1. Why didn't he open this? It's weird. The thing we really want to hit with this is Amphibious Assault.
Oh, how wonderful! You speak our tongue.
See what he got. Boholt, Erland, Donamir. Oh, that's a pretty good. Well, if he's playing Revenants, Boholt's really good too. But specifically, Donamir's hugely annoying here. There's the PFIs. Why would you play it on that row? He spawns on that row. It's going to clog it up. That doesn't make any sense. It also doesn't trigger this because the deploy goes off first. That was just a misplay. What are we transforming? It doesn't really matter what he transforms. Now we do this. Interesting. I don't really know what this guy's up to. I just think maybe he's like a little confused or something. We do want to click this. I don't think we're going to need this Peller.
Ye who wander on the gale, ye we summon, ye we call.
I mean, obviously still has the Revenants going, but okay, so I'm going to go Erland. That makes, I guess, some sense for the Temple. He needs to play it to get some carryover, maybe a tempo order. I don't think he's playing Amphibious Assault at the moment. So I think we'll just play this. I like that being there, it's funny. Because we don't have the Anglerfish anymore, we can let the rain expire. We'd like him to use the order on Erland, but realistically, if we take a look at the Revenants here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gotten 24 points from the Revenants. It'll be 28 points from this one once he clicks the order. We can obviously click the Blessing on the other half-brew for some decent value. We don't really want to use leader charges here, though. So there's Demavend. What is this play pattern this guy did? I'm so confused. Finish boiling oil. Like, I mean, that makes sense, but like, what are we doing? Like, shouldn't you do this first to get this, then go into this? I'm just like missing something here, I guess. I mean, unless we're just like missing something. Let's grab this. I think we do use an order here. I don't like it. But I was really hoping he'd pass because we don't want to play these cards here. Okay, there's a duel. What are we hitting? Kelpie? Guess he hits that for the rain. I mean, we're not getting a good long round for Fulmar anymore, so we should just use him here.
Honor to be sacrificed to the goddess.
Not being able to kill the Revenant was hugely problematic here. Still do win the round. But I mean, I guess we got the temple and order off. It's weird. Weird. I don't know what he's doing. We still have Ryogon. Do have some short round potential with that. To have these. What do we want to draw here? We want to thin out the Rience. Alright. I mean, he doesn't have leader, but he did boost his whole deck, right? Okay, now he has a leader.
To the dungeon.
There's still Hubert, still potentially Onsace. I mean, there's certainly an Onsace if there's a Selkirk. But it's not a hand buffed Onsace. So just be Onsace range with an order which is 7 reach. No Melusian and no Messenger is really annoying here. Means we have right Fulmar though. Or I guess we have right Fulmar, we have right Messenger. No, we have Blessing for that, so we don't need to. We're going to Regret that card. Regret that. I don't think right Fulmar lives while he's on Sace, but maybe Blessing back the Messenger first. We'll see. Alright, him having another one is a little annoying. Next turn we have to go for the Tempest, I think. We're running out of time for rain turns. Now, it doesn't matter too much on the rain durations, because we do have the Ryogon, just if he has a way to banish it. There's the Onager. Pretty sure we have to Heatwave the Onager here. That feels bad, but we have to Heatwave that. It's going to do too much damage to us otherwise. I don't think he has another Tull card. I mean, I guess it's an Ada deck? Guess it's Ada. We played a pretty similar to the deck to this recently.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Guess that's the 7. Still in range of Boiling Oil, sadly, but I don't think the Ada deck plays the Boiling Oil. Maybe there's like a 1. Still is Onsace, which will come down here if he has it. Looks like he's got it, otherwise it would hit the... I guess that's one way to do it. So next turn we go this on Fulmar, which means this turn we'll play the Tempest. And this will be on the Ryogon. The question is, do we do 2 rows or just 1? The only difference is if this hits Botchling, he can transform it. If we put it on the melee row, we could potentially kill these. This could turn to Storm though. We'll put it here. We just spread it out because it's more tempo here. Maybe gets us out of range of an Onsace if he's been holding it too long. I don't know. Gives us more options, because if he spawns with these a bunch, we'd want to storm the melee row. Vincent, okay. So yeah, we want to storm the melee row.
The goddess protects
Grab
you
our
from
Fulmar.
evil.
be a pretty good storm. We just have to hope he doesn't kill the Fulmar. I don't think he can. To get a boiling oil, he would have already used it. I mean, it's like maybe a bombardment or something. A Carrick Marine, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, you shouldn't have boosted that. That makes the storm ranged better. That was not what you want to be doing. Doesn't make it that much better, to be honest. Turn that one to storm. Make sure we make like this melee so we don't overwrite the storm with rain. But this Ryogon should just blow him up here. Boom. And he's just going to leave before it even resolves. What's that? 15 more. He takes 14. It's like 30. 4 more points there. 33. So we're going to win by 40 points, I think. Double cross here. Let's see. I'm just looking at these three and just hoping we don't get... Yep, there it is. Double cross.
We dare not set sail without her blessing.
It's always weird opening with this because they'll just play opposite, or not opposite it, but I think it's still worth the value for the rain. Hefty Helga.
Our world is in harmony.
Really hope we don't see a diviner here. Okay, we're good.
I know the truth. I simply want you to admit it.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Best drown yourself with those damn nuts.
Their tempo thinning out here should help quite a bit. There's no Jan. Usually it's Maggie divisions nowadays, it seems. It's interesting. Debating Kelpie. Problem with Kelpie is he could steal it. That's not the worst thing. Really hope he wouldn't hit the shield, because that would get our extra point from the Kelpie. Should be an amnesty here. Yep. Leaves us in a not ideal spot. I think what we'd want to do is play this. Just to getting a couple extra points and maybe force a tall removal.
You will not regret this, good sir.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
He's going for the pressure. He's going to see our entire hand. Well, no, he didn't play Rune Mage. He's probably going to see the Fukusha, which doesn't do anything. There's no units. Doesn't do anything. Just a blank 4.
Your descendants, my beloved. Sacrifices for Melusine,
Interesting.
one and all.
I guess we just play this. I don't like it, but you can't play our other cards. We're getting closer to killing off our half-Ru. Hover it. We need it to die so we can Blessing.
Her grace will not be pleased.
Lead us across wave crest. Lead us through storms.
It's a beast, right? Give this to him. This is going to be healing with the Kelpie off this rain, so it makes up too many points. We do lose on even, but it's not a Yan deck, it seems. Got rid of his leader already. And now he doesn't have the super good... He doesn't have, like, the good Torres either. Only do thin with Tempest. We don't want to go down a card. We have to not go down a card, so this is, I think, the best thing we can do. Doesn't feel good, but I think it's the right thing. We could have also gone Blessing on the half brew. I didn't want to. That's a choice. I guess it makes sense. I'm gonna grab this other cultist.
But she brooks no insult.
Might as well click the order, because otherwise he's gonna kill him. I'd rather make him kill the one that actually has value on it.
My prescription.
She's doing stuff before he could steal our cards. We can't play Informants, by the way. Just a funny thing.
In the end, see.
I mean, he can play Informants too, with another remedy. This could be bad. That's not that bad. Could have been worse. I was thinking he saw our Fukusha or something. We can't let him get a turn to put the spying on the Fukusha.
Bow before modern Freya. Just a peek. That is all I need.
You can kiss my tail goodbye.
Are you gonna have to remove the cultist or pass soon?
Egreso dum anime est, spes est.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
I think I'd rather save this than this for round 3, although I'm not too sure. They're pretty equivalent. Do this one now.
An honor to be sacrificed to the goddess.
I mean, this guarantees us the round, but was he like mad about that, or could it just be actual internet loss? We've had some crashes lately, so I'm being a little more generous towards internet disconnectors than normal. That should be a pass. Yep, there it is. Let's see, so what are we going up against? We want to keep a bronze in our deck because of Vilgefort's potential. He hasn't played a Torres or an Artaud yet. Gotta last say the Fuchsia, because obviously if we let him play it, it's too good. We are just short on units here. Do we risk redrawing the Rain? Probably not. It's still good with the Ryogan. So you like this on Melusine. Do we do that first though? There's a 33% chance that would get us a messenger. No, we do this first.
Oh, how wonderful. You speak our tongue.
Let's see what he wants to do. We don't have that much rain. Like, we're going to stack this rain on a row, then stack a leader, and then stack the Fukusha's rain. So you don't get that many durations. Without a messenger here, it's kind of rough. Is that battle preparation?
Magic dice.
Sure is.
His word
Oh no, it
does
wasn't.
not it?
It wasn't battle preparation. It's weird. Shuffle one of ours back. Was it messenger? No, it wasn't. It was Ryogan? Yeah, it was Ryogan. Okay. So he does have a Ryogan counter for us. It's quite annoying. Means that play doesn't work. We play this. It means we can't stack. It means stacking in the rain doesn't do anything. Does free up our Fukusha though for a messenger. Let's bring back Lucy. The good thing though is it means if he does answer us, we now have a. I guess we don't. We still have a chance to pull the messenger, but him just having that to counter our Ryogan is quite annoying. I thought he was in devotion and wouldn't have a counter.
And if I insert a needle here?
Have to do this turn. We're gonna have more durations to put out. Gonna be coup time. Yeah, there it is. So we want to bring back Messenger, I think.
Sacrifices must be made on both sides.
This message. His eyes only.
Lieutenant Flout will lead the scouts.
Stefan, that's gonna kill our Messenger. I think he's got this. To be fair, we are playing a Ryogan deck, and he killed our Ryogan, so sort of expected. Well, it's not. It's not that he killed us; that he unexpectedly got rid of it. So you know they get rid of the Ryogan, or had the option of it, you play differently. I didn't think this would be played still, especially after its nerf. Going up against some Toussaint, not a great matchup. We do go really tall, and he likes that. But maybe we can do something here. With round control, we've got some options. We do want those back in the deck as well. Let's go. I mean, there's not really. This is usually the best opener. I don't really like boosting this because he's gonna boost it and then steal our points. But I do think we want to get the Veil out just in case he's playing the buffed Witcher trio with the locks. Getting at the Veil is pretty good. Sandor, interesting.
Is it not the most beautiful sight?
Hold this. We do just lock him. If he doesn't get the drone in our deck, it's a false Siri, obviously. The abduction play is just so many points. We can lock this Sandor. Maybe he doesn't get a good abduction. It'll just come down to what he's doing with the Henry. Henry's one of those cards where, like, Like, you know, sometimes they play Temple of Melody and make 3 prints on... No, okay, that's never happened. They've made 2 prints on Saces and the Selkirk on me, but no, never 3 prints on Saces. It's like one of those things where you see it, you're like, well, they just are better. Or he does play that melee, that's weird. Should play that ranged. That doesn't make much sense. So now we have Rain. Play this, we need the points here. Need to establish round control early, so we can do a long round too. I also think, obviously, like Anglerfish is good, but I think we do a Fulmar round 2. I don't think Fulmar has a chance of living, but I think we want to actually save the Rience, do a Ryogan play round 2. The only downside with that is we haven't drawn the key cards for that yet. Keep going.
You can kiss my tail goodbye.
Obviously, there's an Ivar, which is a big swing. If we don't put out more rain, our guy doesn't, or our girl doesn't get bigger, I should say. What would you call her? Probably girl. Toxicologist, what are we making?
Oh, something kicking more puke.
Don't really mind that. Do we use Peller here?
The realm of the living severs your
I think we
chain
do.
of hand, and now your mortal state.
We'll click this order. It does give us an extra point back, basically, from this. Sure, he's going to Ivar the points. He's going to Ivar the points anyway. We're still going to have to Heatwave the Ivar. Oh, no Ivar. Okay, that's a big deal. He doesn't have it. That's something. Now we could, if that's the case, we have Tempest, we have Kelpie. Kelpie, I think, gives us more engine potential, but it's more bigger plays, whereas this thins. The thing doesn't help us too much, though. I think we do play the Kelpie. I don't want to pull the Anglerfish. If we need to, we can go Squirrel Leader. I'd like to save Squirrel, though, but I just think if that tells me no Ivar, which means he should have trouble winning without Abduction. He can Abduction us, though. If the Abduction works. Got some Kelpie value from the rain. Obviously could have put it next to this, but I don't think he plays Turning Joust. I think he's just playing Coded Weapons. An extra point to kill it. Yeah, we should have. There is the Abduction. So we get the Abduction Siri play. Good. Oh, he's going to go for that. Not the Siri yet. He's going to save the Siri.
Oh, how wonderful. He's 3 more times.
I think we do Tempest then. So he's got the ranged row now with some stuff in it, so this is actually decent value. Our Anglerfish thinned. Then we get a bunch of points off the Kelpie. Looking pretty good. That should do it here. Long round 3 should be good for us, generally. The downside here is he does have some big plays. We'd like to find... Right doesn't do too much good right now. We'd like to find Messenger and Blessings, actually. I don't think we're going to use this. Depending on shuffling, there's a chance we draw the Siri, which would be... I mean, he would just get destroyed if we did that. We do take the long round. I'm sure Fulmar dies, but long round's still better if we can get some rain generation out. Because we always have the option of Fukusha on a 4 provision, and then... Because we didn't play Melusine, so we don't have to bring it back with Right. He's thinning quite a bit here. Still have Heatwave last say.
Them with hunger, crush them with dust.
A lot of thinning right there he just did. I mean, if he's playing a Colgrim deck, which honestly looks like he is, we thin our deck so much that it shouldn't It looks like it's not going to matter too much. Okay, can we just draw the Ciri? Nice. Good luck with your abduction. Have to play Henry first or something. Obviously, this doesn't do us any good. So we don't play tactics, but we can just discard it. It's honestly better for us to have and discard it than for it to be in our deck. Because if we have to discard this, he has to discard Abduction. That's a positive trade for us. So the Abduction play on this is huge.
Praise be to the great sun!
I'm pretty sure that this got his thing on it. His card back, so I think he knows we have it. But I honestly don't know. That's a hard one to guess. We'll just open with this. I'm discarding this first, but I think we'd like to try and get some engines out that'll be ticking when we discard it. So proactively doing some things first is better. 2 blessings. It's going to be kind of rough. We don't have a messenger in our graveyard. So we have to bring back like this.
And the water, my lord.
I really thought we had a messenger. What happened to it? I didn't think he banished it. I'm just a little confused. We'll figure it out later. Just bring back the other one here.
We serve her who is burden, mother, and crone.
Then we'll drop Melusi next turn. I want to put Melusi next to one that still has an armor, just for value. The nice thing here is we still have bronze units, which is kind of good for Vilgefortz. I don't think this is the type of deck that runs Squirrel, because usually they play tactics. So I think our Ryogon's safe, which means we can stack a bunch of rain up. To boo her. I mean, we didn't blessing to give it doomed. I'm trying to think what happened to it. Oh, he heat waved it. That's what happened. He heat waved it. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know why he's row stacking melee. We do want to keep using that order. And honestly here, we just want to grab one of these.
Patient, but she brooks no insult.
We can go Fulmar, and then we can go Fulmar, see if it dies, bring it back with the right maybe. You don't want to get Melusine too big because of power swapping and stuff.
Please, pay no heed to my face.
Take the blessing. I don't think that helps him too much. Good luck with that one, buddy. I guess maybe he just had to. Interesting. We do have the false Ciri here. Obviously, we're not going to play the false Ciri. Unless there's a good reason to, which I don't see at the moment. think we'll just discard it now. It's done its job. This should be the Ivar turn. It's his last turn to do it. There he is.
Kill me with poison. You'd have to drown me in it.
No surprise here. We're just going to keep spamming Rience. This is the Fulmar turn.
Honor to be sacrificed to the goddess.
See if he's got the Fulmar removal. I'm pretty sure it's a Vilgefortz or something. I mean, he's like hard removal here. We're going to remove our squirrel. Rience, that'll... Actually, no, it's got buffed. It shouldn't hit it. It should be a 7. Yeah, that's GG. That's just going to be it. I think there's no coming back from this much. We just clear this. Fifteen terms of storm. That should pretty well do it, I think. 15 turns of storm. Yep. That's why we played this next to him. It gets buffed. Good luck with that. Yeah, that's what I thought. GG. Can't Rience a card because he got +1 power at the end of the turn from our guy. That's why we put it there. So Precision Strike. We don't really like heavy control decks. It's not great. Gwenter. Maybe Resilience. Interesting. Precision Strike Dwarves. Alright, we're playing Offerings. Is it the Offering deck? We're playing Bombs. We're playing Dragons. What is it? I mean, all of those have a way to kill this, so we'll see which one it is. Actually, it's not true. Dwarves, they would just skirmish or double ping, I guess. Sure. See, what do we want to do here?
This mess.
We've got to get some rain going. We want to start working on that Gabor. Should force him to remove it to Thunder Ping. So this is just no unit resilience. To banish, that's even more annoying. So against this deck, we have to go up a card. Now we should get heat waved, I think. Oh, it's Alzur. That's interesting. Really nice Peller now. Really nice Peller.
The realm of the living severs your chain, abandoned.
We don't go up a card, but he has leadered. There's another resilience. How important is this round? If he's playing no unit, it's pretty bad. You still see other Zoltan for tempo pressure. This is not good, though.
beautiful pair of legs, please.
That's good. He actually lets us win there while removing the resilience. So we have long round 3 potential here, which is not normally what we want to do. So we have a lot of thinning left. We want to use here. We drew it though. What are we missing? We're missing Fulmar, Kelpie. So we do need to thin this round based on that.
Great
Which isn't
is
great.
her hunger, and great is her power.
Really wish we had right here. Oh, Siri. I'm gonna say oh Siri like I knew that was happening, but I had no clue. Interesting. So it's Golden Necker. That is something.
Modern Freyr is patient. But
This
she
isn't gonna
wants
get
no
boosted,
insect.
but I mean by the rain damage, like boosted by that. So we do get him to play his Hengaith sword.
In the end, the sea.
So we do want to play this Tempest. Grab our Anglerfish. Thin the deck here. Our one Anglerfish. Now he knows we're holding one, which is quite bad that he knows that, but it's worse to not thin it out at all. We do have the Fukusha on Melusine or on... Yeah, Melusine, because he killed our messenger. Alright, there's the Alzur.
Rules for those who would otherwise incinerate themselves.
I think we just lock it.
Our world is in harmony.
He probably has an unlock. But he might not.
Blood! Blood!
Could bring back the Fukusha. It's big tempo. We still have right on Ryogan. It's not as good.
Sacrifices must be made on both sides.
Let's place into Tall Punish. I think we want to pressure here. I don't think he plays Tall Control. I think he plays more like targeted damage. We forced the Golden Necker. That's really good.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
So we pass here. We got the Golden Necker. He has some carryover, but playing the Anglerfish doesn't help us. There she is. Wait, that is enough, just barely.
Fertile with magic. And dead dwarf.
Okay. Got the Golden Necker, we got the Alzur, we got some stuff. Anglerfish will go back. If we draw like Fulmar, we can use this like a mid-rangey card. There he is. We want to target with Squirrel. Squirrel would potentially remove this, but I suspect he would just do it right away. Kelpie and Blessing. Are those better than the Squirrel? Blessing's not very good. Just gets us a Cultist. Although we do have Ryogan, so that's not the worst thing. It's probably better than the Squirrel. Alright, Kelpie's definitely better. So we're losing our Ryogan for sure. Not surprising there. We should be okay without it. Start with Fulmar, we start with this. Maybe start with this. We get the duration. It's not going to boost, but it does give us the duration. We could have also leadered ranged. I was just thinking we might not click this order, then we get 2 turns from this. 2 turns. I guess we probably waste a turn either way. Probably should have done a leader charge there. Now if he kills our Fulmar, we can bring it back with this. It doesn't help too much. The downside is we do not have a way to kill that card right there. So it's going to get quite a bit of value.
Bless us, great lady of the wide seas under depths.
We don't have Ryogan. There's no way to activate these rains. So we might as well just put this out for the durations. So we get an extra point from Kelpie. There's our guys coming out. Love to see it. Yep. This is going to be the big points, though. I don't know if we can survive this. So we do get a storm, which is something. Couple extra points here.
Best drown yourself with those damn nets.
Depends what his last card is. We are up a good amount. There's things the right is not worth much. Alright, we're good.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
Just kidding, we're not good. Let's see, we don't have... Yeah, the right's just too small.
What do you need?
Just too small.
I fish breath. How dare you, foul
Yeah, and we needed the
swine.
Ryogan here. Alright, there you go, guys. There's the deck. This is just the rain. I think it's just the same deal. Range is just bad. It's still just bad. The problem with it is just you don't have... You either have to all in on the setup with like a defender and then go for Fulmar type of deal, or you just engines get killed because you don't have Point Slam in the deck. We tried to fix that with the Roach and Knickers. Doesn't work. I think the idea to Fulmar is interesting. I would have preferred it to be cheaper, and obviously the Anglerfish help. If you want to play Rain, I think my opinion has been the same as it has been for about a year. Just play Renfrey Beast Rain. It's better in every way. The only thing you can't do is a giant Ryogan combo, which is fun. It's like a fun for content thing, but the deck itself isn't very good. I don't know how I'd change this to make it better. We gave up on some of the consistency stuff like Oniromancy to give access to more power in the actual deck with like Roach Knickers thinning for consistency reasons, and then also early tempo to give us those long rounds. But it's still the same thing where if they remove your Ryogan, your combo just dies, and it's pretty easy to remove a Ryogan. So that is the one thing that's kind of unfortunate. I think what would... And the other thing is for Fulmar, I think every time we played Fulmar, Kraken would have been better. Right? Like, that's not true. We got the one really great highlight against Nilfgaard, but for the most part, Kraken would just be better than Fulmar most of the time, I think, still. And because of that, you'd want to play Renfrey Beasts in addition to this. So I think that's probably the case. Because Renfrey Beast is better. If we want to actually keep playing this regular Rain deck and improve it, what it's really missing is targeted damage. So like a Gutting Slash would definitely be called for in here, I think. We can't cut Squirrel because we need it for the Beast tag, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You could either cut Fulmar for Kraken to put a Beast in and swap out here, or they get to cut Peller. Which I don't like doing because we have a lot of powerful orders. So that's the reason why I didn't actually put the Gunning Slash in. It's kind of awkward. You can also cut, I think maybe the best thing would be like cut Knickers or Roach for a damage card. I think there's not that many good ones. Not that many that synergize with the deck, really. But anyway, guys, that's the deck. We tried to make the Rain and Fulmar work. I think it's just, like I said, summary, it's basically where it was before. It's still not good. But it's fun to get the engines going. It's fun to do the big Ryogans. It's just, there's so much that runs interaction to stop you from doing it. not much we can do about it at this point. I don't think this deck's ever going to actually be good, no matter how many buffs it gets, because all the buffs it gets will just be eaten up by Ren-free beasts, and everyone will still keep playing that instead. But hope you guys had fun anyway, and we'll see you next time.